to bringing you inspiring journeys and elite talent. This next story has both. Last summer, Hoops Factory was able to sit down with Shabazz Muhammad. Considered the #1 player in his class for much of the 2011 and 2012 season, Muhammad had just surprised many by declaring with UCLA over national power Kentucky. Take an exclusive look as we sit down with Muhammad and ask him to look back on his journey to that point and to look forward on a college career we all envisioned would end with a selection in the NBA draft. As Muhammad prepares to look forward, we look back. Next on Hoops Factory.
Workout go today, bro?
It went good. Learned a lot of stuff again. Learned to move out the ball. A lot of ball screens and stuff like that. So I think it went really well, and I think I'm becoming better this weekend.
So your decision to go to UCLA was obviously highly anticipated. I thought you were going to personally go to Kentucky because of the championship and that being a big part of things, but what made you make that final decision to go to UCLA?
I just think it was a decision that UCLA is just as big as program as Kentucky, but they just lost these last 2 years and had a kind of a down year, and I think if some players really come in that program, they can be the best ones like they were back in Kevin Love days.
Right. So obviously you have a good relationship with Coach Ben Howland, and then you've got Kyle Anderson coming in. How do you think you guys will be able to work together, being basically a tandem, the top two to three players in the nation to work on the same court?
Oh yeah, I think we're going to be work well together. I mean, I learned to play with Kyle a lot, and doing these workouts and learn to cut without the ball and keep moving. And Kyle's such a good passer, and if I can learn how to do that, I think I'll really become better as a player.
Right. You seem to have a business mentality when you're taking care of the game situations. Like I was watching the McDonald's All-American game, which you got MVP. Of course the Jordan brand game, which you got MVP, and then the USA Select game, which you got MVP. Again, your mentality is that of business, and that seems to be a difference in kids your age. What's that? How did you get that mentality and approach to the game?
I just don't take the game for granted. I think most guys come out here and even if you're talented, and especially with those events, with all the talent, you have to just separate yourself by being a competitor and wanting to beat everybody on the court, and that's what it comes down to.
Right. I saw a lot of guys out there high-fiving and things like that. And your mentality really didn't change. Your facial expressions didn't change. You went about business. So is this the way that you like to conduct yourself moving forward?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when I'm on the court, I mean business. I mean, off the court, I'm a funny guy. Everybody tell you I'm the most friendliest guy off the court. But on the court, I'm ready to play, and I'm trying to kill everybody who's trying to guard me.
Right. And so what did we do here today with Jeremy, and what did he take you through?
Oh yeah, it just took me through a whole bunch of guard stuff. I mean, I'm trying to transition my game into the 2-guard in college, and with the pull-ups and stuff like that, I think it was a great workout.
Right, and a lot of people are different pundits, Dave Tellep and such, are considering you a slasher right now. You're trying to transfer your game and translate it into more of a long-range game. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if I get the long-range game and slashing, I think I'll be really hard to stop. So that's what I'm trying to learn right now, and doing this training, I think, really fits me.
Okay, all right. So the first days with Rosati, how do you feel about those?
Oh, they're great. I mean, he's such a great trainer, and you can tell the stuff he's doing and how intense he is, and that's the kind of training I like to do, and I'm already seeing results.
As we discussed yesterday, you have a disposition, and you always have a focus and a demeanor about you approaching the game. Where does that come from ultimately? Like, where did that start as you developed it, coming through as a young kid till now?
Yeah, I mean, just having it hard, and my parents never babying me and always pushing me, and just thought that always having it hard and having a rough beginning start and not being as good as everybody thought I was, being coming up, being fat and just not being a good player, and now just coming out on the court and just not taking anything for granted and really working hard.
Right. Now, if you could give me one memory from your high school career from 9th till this year, what is immortalized in your mind from your career at Bishop Gorman and the AAU season?
I just think winning 3 state championships, I mean, I think that's a really good thing to accomplish, and just thought it was a really successful career for me, and winning the Player of the Years and the Gatorades, and just I think the state championships were overall the best thing that happened. And I think AAU, winning a lot of games and winning most of the tournaments. All the tournaments we were in, we mostly won all of them. So I think that was a great accomplishment for us. And and our record for the whole summer was really good. And
right.
I thought we were one of the best AAU teams ever assembled, I thought.
And that team also featured Winston Shepard and Xavier Johnson, am I correct?
Yeah.
So those two guys were it was a pretty formidable front line you guys had.
Oh yeah, I mean Winston is so special at 6'8", he can handle the ball, and man, that dude got me so much better as a player, and that's my guy. And Xavier with helping with the defending, and even with the Robert Upshaw. I mean, we had so many players. We were just so skilled, and that's why we were hard to beat.
Thank you.
Yep.
We want to thank Shabazz Muhammad for taking the time to sit down with us, and thank you for tuning in. Make sure to check us out on Twitter @HoopsFactoryTV, and stay tuned for our next episode. As always, I'm Jason O'Neill for Hoops Factory TV. Thanks for joining us.